A single bowl of chazak tea over rice, pickled plums, shredded seaweed, some leftover chicken from the evening meal, smothered in piping hot tea seasoned with dried strips of konbu. Ah, how sweet it was! The chazak I made for myself on the sly in the orphanage's kitchen, although, it must be said, I'm so hungry, could die. My name is Sushi, and certain circumstances have left me at death's door. Kicked out of the orphanage, no food, no shelter, not even brave enough to steal, and now, I find myself here. I know I have to rob or steal in order to live. We have no need of your ilk. Find yourself a ditch somewhere in which to curl up and die. Shut up. I refuse to go out that easily. I need to live. I'll attack the next man who passes by and steal all his money. Someone's coming. Okay, the guy after this. Oof. Whoa. Are you all right? You were swept up by the current. I'm saved, then? Did he just say? Was it you who interrupted my asphyxiation? Interrupted? I was trying to help you. Asphyxie what? Apologies. You are unfamiliar with the term? I meant to convey that I was committing suicide. Huh? I was endeavoring to shuffle off this mortal coil, and you had to involve yourself. Such a bother. Okay. Why's he mad at me? Well, my intent was to pursue a clean, pure suicide, one that imposed on no one, and yet, you were nonetheless entangled. I must offer some sort of recompense for this awful imposing. Are you hungry, lad? I actually haven't had anything to eat in several days. Nor have I, and the river absconded with my wallet. I thought you'd at least treat me to lunch for rescuing you. Don't? Me. Hello. Is this where you've been, you stupid oaf? Nikita-kun. Thanks for coming. You have subjected me to a great deal of grief today. You suicide-obsessed maniac. Why must you constantly ruin my plans? Yes, I have a smashing idea, my lad. That is my coworker. Perhaps he can feed us. Listen to me, What is your name? Asushi Nakajima, but, well, Asushi-kun. Follow me. What sort of food do you crave? Well, some chazak would be nice. A child mere inches from death, seeking a bowl of chazak. So be it, then. I'll have Kunikita-kun treat you to 30 or so bowls if you like. Stop being so generous with my money, Dazai. Yes, that is my name. Dazai? Dazai. Osamu Dazai. We have to return to work, Dazai. What kind of fool says, oh, what a fine river, and dives in headlong during work hours? Look what you've done. Now, we're hideously behind schedule. You do love your appointment books, don't you, Kunikita-kun? It's not an appointment book. These are my ideals, the precepts that guide my entire life, and nowhere does it advise partnering with a suicide aficionado. Fefa Merginian Fern. Silence. My financial ledger says nothing about feeding a foundling all the chazak he wants. HGH rum. I said we are working. The military police assigned us to corral a ferocious. How are you speaking to each other? Phew, what a meal. I don't even want to see chazak for another 10 years. You guys sure saved my hide, though. Ever since I got kicked out of the orphanage and arrived in Yokohama, I've been homeless and starving. I feared I'd meet my end soon. You come from a children's home? I did. Until they booted me, yeah. Something about lack of funding and having to downsize. Rather a heartless orphanage, no? Dazai, let's get back to work. We aren't do-gooders passing out alms to every street urchin we see. What kind of work do you do? That? We are detectives, and Wen says that. He doesn't mean we hunt down lost cats or wayward spouses. Our domain is in the realm of more dangerous work. Have you heard of the Armed Detective Agency, home to those with unusual abilities? I had heard the name, at least. A detective company specializing in hazardous work too dicey for the military or police to handle. A group standing on the twilight, ruling over the threshold between the worlds of day and night. And I'd heard that most of its members possessed some type of special, supernatural skill. That lintel looks rather sturdy. I wager it could even support a person's weight. Stop gauging opportunities to prepare a noose at every tea house we visit. For real though, you must first secure a tough, durable necktie. Yes. Yes. Shaw, have you no concept of the merit of the neck stretch? WHAT. Is that good for your health? Well then, what kind of case are the two of you working on? We are seeking a tiger. A tiger? Yes. A man-eating beast that has terrorized the city as of late. It has ravaged storehouses, chewed up acres of farmland. The creature is running rampant. Apparently, it has recently been sighted in this district. I'd best be on my way now. Hold it. I can't stay here. Nobody can defeat that monster. You know about this man-eater? It's been after me. It almost killed me. If it's nearby, I need to run, or... I told you. The Armed Detective Agency deals in risky cases like these. You may pay for your meal with your arm or by telling us all you know. Come now, Kunikata-kun. The boss himself warned you that the gathering of intelligence needn't be an interrogation. So, what'll it be? Show's over. Move along, now. That tiger wrecked my orphanage. It destroyed our fields, tore our storehouse to shreds. No one died, thankfully, but the orphanage was too cash-strapped to recover. So, they tossed me out to save money. This is all your fault, you accursed freeloader. Why? I didn't do anything. You are nothing but a strain on the world. Begone and vanish from this earth forever. Sounds like quite the disaster. So, my boy. This beast almost killed you, then? That man-eater wasn't satisfied with the radishes in our fields. It followed me all the way here. After leaving the orphanage, I was wandering along the Surumi River when that animal chased this very. My mind was clouded with hunger. I have no idea how I escaped. And when was this? I was evicted 2 weeks ago. I saw it by the river. 4 days ago. Yes, the attacks began roughly 2 weeks ago, and we have eyewitness accounts of the beast by the Surumi River 4 days ago too. Are you free right now, Asushi-kun? I have an incredibly bad feeling about this. If the tiger is pursuing you, it's perfect. Would you like to aid our tiger hunt? And no thank you. You want to use me as bait. Who would ever willingly? We offer payment. Kunikata-kun, deliver this to the boss back at the office. Hey, you're going to hunt it down now? We need to verify this intel first. It's fine. And how much payment may I? About this much. Get. Is it really going to come here? It will. Nothing to worry about. And when it does, it will be far outclassed. I am an armed detective agent, mind. You're so confident. At the orphanage. People always told me I was worthless. I have no idea where my next meal will come from, or my next bed. There is no place under the sun where you might dwell. Begone and vanish from this earth forever. No one would care if I died in the street. I might as well just let that beast eat me and be done with it. Now then. It should be arriving soon. What was that noise just now? What indeed? Question mark. It has to be the tiger, Dazai-san. Hardly. Just the wind, I imagine. It's the man-eating tiger. It's come to gobble me up. Do sit down. Asushi-kun. No tiger will appear from out there. How do you know that? Do you not find it remotely peculiar, lad? Poor finances or no, would an orphanage simply dump its charges on the street, like a family of starving farmers in ages past? Besides, simply expelling a ward or two would hardly alleviate their budgetary woes. They would have their numbers and move children to another facility instead. Dazai-san, what are you? You came to the city 2 weeks ago. The tiger also came 2 weeks ago. You were wandering along the Surumi River 4 days ago. The tiger too was sighted there 4 days ago. SQ Nikita-kun said. The Armed Detective Agency is a collective of individuals with certain abilities. Though hardly public knowledge, some in this world possess otherworldly skills. Some use these skills to earn their keep in life, while others, unable to master those gifts, come to ruin by them. I think the facility knew what the tiger was all along. They just never told you. In fact, you are the only one who is oblivious to this. You have a certain skill too, one that transforms you into a slavering beast beneath the moon. Well, this is a doozy. He could easily take off a man's head. Oops. Death at the claws of a mad predator does possess a certain appeal. But sadly, you cannot kill me. My power allows me to nullify the gifts wielded by others merely by touching them. Apologies. I find no joy in embracing other men. Hey, Dazai? Yes, you're late. I've caught our tiger. That kid question mark so this is the one? Yes, he transformed into it. He must not remember anything in animal form. For goodness sake, at least tell me beforehand. I was rather alarmed, you know. The tiger will appear in the Western Warehouse in District I-5. Build a perimeter to ensure it cannot escape. I even scared up some off-duty staff for backup. Treat them to some sake. WHAT. No casualties? Well, that's just downright boring. Yosano skill. Thou shalt not die. But what are we going to do with him? He knew nothing about this, right? Kenji Miyazawa skill. Undefeated by the rain. Well, what'll we do, Dazai? Doppo Q Nikita skill. The matchless. The city has already labeled him a dangerous beast. He. As it happens, I have already decided the matter. Osamu Dazai skill. No longer human. No one would care if I died in the street. I might as well just let that beast eat me and be done with it. We shall take him into our employ. Thus begins the story, the bizarre tale of a truly eccentric detective agency in a city packed with strange, wondrous mysteries. And this was just a taste of what was to come. Atsushi Nakajima skill. Beast beneath the moonlight.